In this video, I'm going to show you the marketing system that I believe every accounting firm needs if they want to sign more clients from the existing traffic that they're already getting on their website. Okay, so if you don't know who I am, my name is Peter Vanderwall. I'm the marketing guy behind a CPA firm that scaled from 0 to 3 million a year in 3 years. And this right here is the very beginning of this funnel. But before I walk you through how the funnel works, I want to walk you through like what even is the purpose of this, right? Because right now you're probably sending most people to your website, and your website looks something like this. So Taylor Tax Strategy, I hate to pick on you guys, but you guys are a great example of this, because on the surface level, their website looks, pretty good. Like, colors are cool. It's got all the stuff you would expect to see on a website. But if we go to schedule an appointment here, we end up on the most vanilla landing page of all time. It just says schedule an appointment. It's got their calendar scheduler here, and as soon as you schedule, it just says your meeting has been scheduled. That's it. So here's what you should be doing instead, and I'm going to walk you through each part of this and just what it looks like, right? So this is one of my clients. His name's Ryan. He owns Tax Strategy 365. And so what we've set up is this is just the back end of his website basically. But if you go to taxstrategy365.com/apply, that's kind of his like contact us page, application page. And so right now we've got two versions of this running. And the really cool thing about this particular software that we're using is you're able to run what's called an A/B test, where you can test different versions of the funnel. That doesn't really matter right now. What matters is I can see how many page views we've gotten on this page and how many opt-ins we've gotten, aka how many applications, people trying to book a call with us, right? And so I can actually see my opt-in rate is 8.44%. Now, for this page, in the way we're using this page, that's actually a pretty good rate. I'd love to, try to get this closer to 10, but everything I've tried on this, we basically capped out at about 9%, depending on the time of year. So basically, what we're doing is on his website, on his social media profiles, in his podcast show notes, all of the links to like work with Ryan or work with his company all send you to this page. And so I'll show you what's on this page just so you have context. So first thing we've got, call out real estate investors. This is very important because we want your ideal client to immediately know when they land on this page, okay, this is for me, right? Then we've got his offer, right? So his offer is you can save $10,000 to $50,000 on taxes by using a CPA who's built a 7-figure real estate portfolio themselves. Not a lot of CPAs can say that, right? And so then we've got his video sales letter, basically just walking through who this is for, what we can actually do for you, some case studies and testimonials of people we've worked with in the past, and then our call to action to apply. And so if I click this, it just takes me to this application a little bit lower on the page. And so on this page, all of our calls to action, all of our buttons are taking us to that. So we've got a couple of client testimonials here. We've got, hey, we've only got 30 spots available this month. And then the application is basically just vetting them to make sure that he's not getting on the phone with like complete broke people, right? People who aren't even making it like 6 figures a year. They have no rental properties, whatever, right? Those are people he couldn't really help with his tax strategy service, and they're going to choke on a $10,000 bill for a service that probably can't even get them that $10,000 in tax savings. So we scroll down. We've got this little bit of a written sales letter here. So if you want, you can read through this. I won't read through it here, but basically just walking through a part of what's in the VSL. You don't always have to do that, but I find it's helpful because not everybody wants to sit here and watch a 5 or 10 minute video. Maybe they want to just kind of scroll and kind of peruse the web page without actually having to sit and watch something. We've got Ryan's team, so this is him and all his CPAs. Call to action again to book a call, a bunch of social proof, see what our clients say about us, and then call to action right back up to the application. So very simple, very straightforward page. Any accounting firm who's been in existence for more than a year could put this together very easily and very simply. And again, the really important thing here is I want to know what my stats are, because probably a lot of you, if we go to this page here, so this is a tool called SimilarWeb, and this will tell you what your web traffic looks like. And so it looks like for this company in January of 2025, they had 1,000 people land on this page. And now I don't know about like how many of them actually booked an appointment here, but I can guarantee you, because this is just simply a scheduling page with nothing else other than like give us a review. I don't know, like, why would that even be on this scheduling page? That makes no sense. We got this lovely stock photo with this ethnically diverse group of millennials. Um, and then we got the footer. Like, there's nothing on this page. And so the opt-in rate on this page, the rate of people actually booking a call is probably like 1 or 2%. They might have gotten, out of 1,000 visitors, they might have gotten maybe 10 or 20 booked calls. Versus with this page, we know he's gotten 13 just from 154 visitors. And by the way, this has been running since February 8th, so less than, that's what, about 2 weeks? I don't know. I'm not doing the math very well. And we can see this version of the page is doing better than this version, because this version has only gotten about just under 7% of people opting in. And so probably what I'm going to do after I finish this video here is I'm just going to declare this as a winner and then start a new A/B test. But that's neither here nor there. So what happens once they actually fill out this application here? So on the application, we're asking a few questions. And so these are the questions that we're asking on the application. So we're just asking, how many rental properties do you own and what's your total income? And so if they make under $200,000 a year, or if they have no rental properties yet, then we don't let them book a call. Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and take them to a book a call page. And so that's the other really handy thing about this particular software that we're using, is you can build these funnels rather than just having a bunch of web pages that you all have to kind of link together. These pages literally are just in order of where they, they need to go to the application lander first, and then they'll fill the form out and they'll book a call. And then after they book a call, we need to take them to call booking success. This is very, very streamlined and straightforward, and very, very easy to visualize what the customer journey should look like. So we take them then to a book a call page, and so now this is just simply book a call, right? Because they've already gotten all the information they're looking for. They've already been able to see, okay, this is for me. Here's what this company does. I watch a little bit of the video. I see some of these client testimonials and case studies all over the page. And so, yeah, I filled out an application, and I'm gonna go ahead and book a call. And so they'll book a call, and then once they book a call, it takes them to this success page, which gives them a few more resources. So number one is we actually ask them to confirm their call. And I don't know why it's loading with that weird font. But yeah, so step one, confirm your call. So we're prepping them for the call, right? So we sent over a text message asking them to confirm, hey, you're set for Wednesday at 10, please confirm. So respond yes to that. And then make sure to hit yes on the calendar invite so it shows up, and you actually, you have it on your calendar and you can actually show up to the call. Then we've got some additional information to prepare you for the call. So it's just like some FAQs basically about a lot of the things that people want to know. And then finally, learn about our tax strategy methods. And so we found a few of Ryan's top podcasts. So we put those here because ideally, if I can get them to watch a bunch of his podcast episodes before the sales call, they're going to be a lot more warmed up that way than if they just book the call and then nothing happens between now and then. Then we've got some client case studies. So we've actually got video interviews with a few of Ryan's clients, and then we got some more stories, case studies, screenshot testimonials. And so again, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get them to confirm they are actually going to show up. So make sure they don't just no-show us on the call. We're giving them the immediate initial questions they're looking for. We're letting them learn a little bit more about Ryan and his expertise through these podcasts, which, by the way, if they click on this, then they can very easily just go to his channel and just start binging stuff on his YouTube, right? So that's pretty great. And then we've also got these client case studies and testimonials and success stories, which is also super important because we want them to be able to see, maybe one person's a real estate professional, and so they see this, they're like, oh, okay, he's worked with, real estate professionals like me. Maybe somebody's a nurse or they work in the medical field, so they see this case study with Audrey, and they're like, oh, he's worked with nurses or medical providers. Maybe they're a teacher, just a regular kind of W-2 employee, everyday person who invests in rentals. They can see that. They can see all these different types of kind of avatars that Ryan's worked with, and they can at least see one or two of these that are similar to their situation, and that gives them a sense of confidence that Ryan knows what he's doing. And so there's also a few emails that go out, just sending them additional resources, kind of sending them back to this page for some of to watch these testimonials and these case studies. I won't get into that now because that's not really important for this video. But at the end of the day, the actual contents of these pages don't matter. Like there's not like a, I shouldn't say they don't matter. They do matter. What I'm trying to say is there's not like a specific formula to do this right. Like I can't say like for your specific for any business this is how it needs to be. What I can say is look at the freaking data. So look at an 8.39% opt-in rate versus a 6.78% opt-in rate, and know that for every 100 people who land on this page, you're going to get an additional like 1.5 booked calls on your calendar because you just tweaked something slightly and people are responding better to it. And so if you don't have a system in place to be able to look at these numbers and be able to see what's performing and what's not, if you don't know how to look at these numbers that you do have access to, then that's a problem, right? So what you can do is you can go to your website. This tool, SimilarWeb, that I use is completely free. So you can go to your website, go to your contact page, and you can see how many visits you've gotten in the last month, okay? And so we've gotten 975 visits. Now, one thing, too, that I'm seeing here is the bounce rate is 90%. So literally, out of these 975 people who landed on this website, let's do the math on this right here. So 975 times 0.9099. So that means 887 of the people who landed on this website just immediately bounced within like a matter of seconds, okay? So that means that 975 minus 887, that means that only 88 people actually stuck around on this page. So now we're really looking at like what percent of 88 people actually like booked a call here. And realistically, we're probably looking at like 4 calls or less. We're probably looking at 2 to 4 calls booked on this web page in the last month, if I'm making an educated guess. All right. So I don't know Taylor's specific numbers, but if you go to your contact page, you look at the traffic, you might be able to see this in the back end on your website, depending on what you use. And then you just do the math of, okay, so I know I booked 5 calls last month and I had, 1,000 people land on my website. 1,000 divided by 5, that's whatever, 2%. 5 divided by 2,000. That's, 2.5%. So you can do the math there and figure out what your actual opt-in rate is. And again, this is important because if your opt-in rate is good, like if you're seeing like if you're seeing like an 8% opt-in rate, like that's pretty good for a book a call page. That's really good for a book a call page, actually. But if you're seeing like a 1% or a 2%, then it's like, okay, something needs to change here because I'm wasting all of this traffic. So like you could start running ads and get more traffic, or you could just optimize this page and get this flow down properly. And completely for free, with no money spent on ads or with none of your time spent on posting more on social media, completely for free, you'll just start getting more calls booked on your calendar. So it really is an incredible point of leverage on this system. If you're getting a few hundred visits a month or a few thousand visits a month, and you can just optimize this sales page to where you get, an extra 1.5% of people booking in on your calendar, like that makes a measurable difference in your business. So guys, if you haven't implemented a system like this in the past, then what I want you to do is just click the link beneath this video. You can book a call with someone on my team, and this is something we implement for accounting firms every single day. We build out all these systems, all these workflows. There's actually a lot more to it than just what I showed you here today with this website funnel, but this is a component of the strategy because our goal is just to help accounting firms scale the modern way, right? Through marketing and brand, not through buying or opening up another firm in the next town over, and then, a few years later, opening up another firm in the, another local area and kind of building a local empire like that. That's the old school way to scale and build an accounting firm. We're not into that. We are into growing your own firm through brand and through marketing. And so if that's something you're interested in, if you're looking to scale this year, then go ahead and check out that link below. You can book a call with someone on my team, and we'll be able to speak to you and see if it makes sense to work together.